Well, when the pain to remain the same is greater than the pain to change, you will change. Well, when the pain to remain the same is greater than the pain to change, you will change. And yes, in the month of July 2024, you are gonna experience a pain which will transform your life, which will change your life. You will say, enough is enough. I've had it, and you are gonna change at this point in time. I mean, in the month of July 2024, you are gonna tell yourself that you don't want to live like this. You are gonna tell yourself that this is enough. You are gonna tell yourself, I've had it, and you are gonna make an effort to change your life at this point in time, because the pain which you would be experiencing at this point in time would be greater than the pain to change. You'd feel that if you change your life, your pain, your present pain in your life is definitely greater than the change you want, you see for yourself, you envisage for yourself. So you are gonna make an effort to change your life at this point in time. I mean, in the month of July 2024. And once we plan to change our life, there is one thing you need to do, and that thing is called risk. You can't play it safe all your life. If you keep playing safe all your life, you are not gonna progress in your life. You are not gonna become great in your life. At some point in time, you need to jump, and you should make that jump in the month of July 2024. Well, you shouldn't be looking for security at this point in time. You should be looking for adventure in your life in the month of July 2024. Ships are built to encounter rough waters. Ships are meant to go far away places. Ships are not built to stay at a port. So if you have been sitting and doing nothing about your life, if you haven't been taking a decision about your future, if you are being extra cautious, if you haven't been taking risk in your life, then in the month of July 2024, you should do that. So you must take a calculated risk in your life at this point in time. You know, if you aren't willing to risk, you can't grow in your life. And if you can't grow in your life, you can't become your best in your life. And if you can't become your best in your life, then you can't remain happy in your life. And if you can't remain happy in your life, then what else is there? After all, we all human beings are here to remain happy. So a certain amount of risk is important. And that risk, astrologically, you must take in the month of July 2024. You know, some people in this world are too cautious, and this is called the timid approach to life. For some people, risk drives them up the wall. They start thinking, what if this happens, and on top of that, this happens? What situation would I be in? I would be in a fix. I would be in a mess. They start thinking all sorts of negative things in their life because their basic nature is to protect themselves, is to remain cautious, is not to take risk. But let me tell you, where there is no risk, there is no gain. Well, if you don't want to risk, then you need to huddle in a corner. Somebody will take care of you, somebody will feed you, and they will make sure nothing happens to you. And you might go on to live 100 years. But what sort of a life that would be? That cautious life would be of no use to you. Well, it is not how long you live, but how you live your life is important. Don't let the fear of failure attract you to play it safe in your life. And remember that everything in this life is risky. The day when you were born, it got risky. Driving a car is risky. Getting married is risky. Having children is risky. You risk an accident by driving a car. I'll tell you how risky life is. You can't get out of this life alive. Well, if we aren't gonna live forever, then let's give it a go. Let's do something about our life. In the month of July 2024, you must take a risk. You must give it a go. You must go after your goals and dreams in the month of July 2024. This is an opportune time for you to take risks in your life. Risk is taking a step towards the unknown. You will never know the consequences and results of your deeds, of your efforts, of your actions in advance. Well, in the night when you are driving your car, you can only see 100 feet, but you will only get to see the next 100 feet when you cover your first 100 feet. So you will never know the results and consequences of your actions, your deeds, your efforts in advance. You will have to walk 20 feet to see the next 20 feet in your life. And only after walking several miles, you will see the consequence and results of your actions and deeds. Thinking about the consequences and the results in your life, thinking too far, thinking about the end will not help you take your first step right now. And remember that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. So you need to take a step and move forward towards your destination, your goals and dreams in your life. Well, during your journey, there will be ups and downs in your life. You will have to go through the treacherous waters of life, because nothing good will come into your life very easily. That is not how it happens, because you have to go through something to get to something. You have to go through something to get something. So in the month of July 2024, if you face some problems, some difficulties, some hurdles, barriers and obstacles, don't let it stop you. Don't let it deter you from moving forward towards your goals and dreams of your life. Because the things which will happen to you in the month of July 2024 will happen for you ultimately. I mean later on. To live is to risk dying. To try is to risk failure. But risk must be taken. Because the greatest hazard in life is not to take risk. And when you no longer fear dying, what else can life threaten you with? So decide to take some risk in your life in the month of July 2024. Well, this is all I wanted to tell you all about the month of July 2024. And here I want to end my video. Jai Mata Di, Jai Ma Kali.